I'm going to begin with arrays. I'm going to tell you something about array today. So what is array? How do we work on that? Let's see, let's have a look. When we say array, then we mean collection of similar kind of maybe variables, maybe similar kind of values, you can say basically. Array is a collection of similar kind of values together. If we put them one over other in the form of a stack, this is what array is all about. It is going to save the memory. Okay, I'll just explain you how. Suppose I purchased one cupboard. Okay, and there are no shelves inside. It is entire 5 feet cupboard. And I gave you this much pile of notebook to keep inside. So that means in entire 5 feet you are going to keep this much of notebook. That's it. Then I asked you to keep few clothes inside. Now as there is no other shelf, either you will keep it on top of the notebook or you will keep it aside. Then I gave you maybe some shoes to keep. Now where are you going to keep the shoes? Neither you can keep it over the notebooks nor over the clothes. No other option. There are no shelves. That means rest of the area, the space inside is all wasted. It's of no use now. Whereas, if suppose we would have made various shelves inside, then I would have kept notebooks at the top, then maybe clothes, then shoes at the end. I could have done anything. I could have utilized the entire space. This is what array is all about. It saves the memory, it saves the space. So, suppose there are 200 employees in a company, and till now what do? We save the names in each and every variable, like A can hold one name, B can hold one name, C one name, D one name, and I have 200 names. How will I take the variables after 26, A to Z? After that, what will happen? I take double A, AB, AC, AD, fine, even that is okay. What about after that? For the 26, 52, now what? 4 times we are going to do the similar thing? Nah, it's not a good idea. And how will we remember each and everything? How will we remember so many variables? What we can do here, we can just take one variable, say name of string type. Okay, I'll just take one variable named as name, string type, and I'm going to take it as array. I'll just write it like this. And as I know, we have to save names. This is how we declare array. The name of my array here is name. Its data type is string. This will help me to allocate the memory. And in the memory it will say store only string kind of 200 values. This is the size of my array. I cannot hold more than 200. Now this is the only limitation this array is having. The limitation is that we have to fix the size of array. And once the size is fixed, you cannot store more than that. Less than that you can. Of course you can. But more than that is not allowed to you. Okay, this is the restriction for array. So now this is how I have declared my array. Now I can give it 200 names, and the names, all the names will be stored in this variable only. Now you must be thinking, how come this is going to happen? How will we differentiate? How will we take out a particular value from the memory? I'll show you that. I'll just change it a little bit, and according to the convenience, I'll just change certain values. Okay, so I'm not having the duster here with me just now. So what should I do? Wait. Yeah. So I'll clear it up, and I'm going to write maybe int a new int 5. Maybe I'm taking 5 values now. Okay. Now, these 5 values, how are they going to be stored in the memory? This is my A. It is going to be divided like this. Five places. This is my cupboard, which is divided in certain shelves. You can take it this way. You can just see it this way also. My cupboard divided in 5 shelves. Okay. The address of my first shelf is 0. We start from here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So whatever value we are going to give will be saved in this. Suppose the values which we are giving are, say, any number, 7, 6, 3, 8, maybe 42. Okay, anything. Now, what my A0 will hold? 7. What my A3 will hold? 8. You cannot say it this way 1, 2, 3. That's absolutely wrong. You cannot take it like 1, 2, 3. You have to begin from 0, go till 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we go about it. So this is known as index value. So in array, the index always begins from 0. The memory location begins from 0 and move on. The length of the array is 5. Whatever the length is, the size, the index number will be 1 lesser than that. Because it is going to begin from 0. 0 to 4. 0 to 4 will make it 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 will make it 5. So 5 elements stored from 0 to 4. Element could be anything, but integer. This much clear? This is how we can take the values, declare the array like this. Now what if we are supposed to initialize the values of array? How to do that initialization, I'll tell you. Wait. If we talk about initialization, then I can again do it this way. This is how I can initialize it. I can give 5 values inside, so it will automatically hold. It will say the array is holding 5 values of integer type. Alright, so this is all about declaration of array and initialization of array. And one more thing I would like to repeat it. Array, the importance, the use of array is to save the memory of the computer and make it possible for computer to reach to the values little quicker. Because now computer don't have to go to various shelves and find it out. It will only go to, suppose you have 10 cupboards in the room and each cupboard is holding a different thing. And I asked you to find out one particular thing. How are you going to look out? You'll take some time. You'll open the first one, see what is there inside. Open second one, see what is there inside. Third one. बहुत problem होती है if you're opening it like that. But अगर मेरे घर में एक ही कवर्ड है, मैंने उस पर shelves बना रखे हैं, तो मेरे लिए कितना easy है. Just go open that one cupboard, find out the thing from it, and yeah, it's done. तो चीजें quicker भी होती हैं. तो array का काम क्या है? Memory space बचाना plus चीजों को quickly solve करना. Okay, this is the benefit of having array. Now, what is the drawback? The very, the only drawback which I have told you is you cannot extend the size of the array. आपको फिर नया array बनाना पड़ेगा. आपने बोल दिया 5 तो मतलब 5. अब आपको 6 एलिमेंट डालना है तो गलत हो जाएगा. ओके, अब अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि which value is there in A3, अगर आप लिखते हैं 9 तो दिस इज रॉन्ग. If you are writing 9 in A3, that's absolutely wrong. But if you are writing 6, that's right. That's right. Because it is 0, 1, 2 and then 3. Okay? So this is all about declaration and initialization of array and certain limitations. आगे की क्लास में एरे के बारे में फर्दर बात करेंगे, टाइप्स ऑफ एरे की बात करेंगे, कितने टाइप्स के होते हैं, उन्हें कैसे डिक्लेयर करते हैं, we'll talk. Okay, so take care and have a nice day ahead. All right. अच्छा हाँ, one more thing I forgot to tell you. I have not posted many videos like for last many days. I have not posted any video, but now I'll try to be continue, regular with the things. So just bye bye, take care everyone, and see you again. Bye.